No other conservatoire was offering a more contemporary folk degree that Leeds College of Music was offering.
The music community here at the Conservatoire is really immersive.
I mean, everyone's really friendly.
The facilities at Leeds College of Music are incredible.
It feels like being a kid at a candy shop.
Folk music in its most basic form is music that takes the past and uses it to inform the future.
Students, when they come to study folk music at Leeds College of Music, can expect a variety of different things.
Really, we're covering folk in all its forms.
We're going to be pushing lots of different boundaries.
You know, newly written songs, traditional songs, and the place where the two meet.
Discussing the differences and the similarities between what's folk, what's traditional, what's world music, and exploring all of those different elements and actually bringing them together.
The folk pathway is suitable for anyone who's interested in the functionality of music, in actually having a career right now.
The course is aimed at people who have a genuine love for folk music
and knowing how to make music work in a bunch of different settings.
But also those who understand that we have source material from all over the world and want to take it somewhere new.
People who want to be performers and people who want to make their career from performing.
Folk graduates are some of the most employable musicians around. It's an incredibly healthy scene.
The amazing thing about the folk course is that every single tutor on the course is insanely talented and fantastic teachers.
We've got Jim Moray teaching songwriting, we've got Nancy Kerr, Bryony Griffith all teaching voice. Nancy's teaching fiddle as well. We've got Pete Flood teaching percussion. We've got Evan Davies teaching mandolins.
The lectures are really, really friendly, and it's the sort of atmosphere that actually if you didn't understand something in a lecture, you can just ask.
Students get specialist one-to-one study on the folk degree.
I have Nancy Kerr from my one-to-ones.
If you're familiar with the folk scene, you will know about her.
Before I got here, she was one of my biggest folk music inspirations.
She's sort of helping me to develop my techniques.
In a one-to-one session, you might have anything from checking in with where that student is in terms of their own development of their instrument or their voice.
Sort of the conservatoire way of doing things with one-to-one tuition works a lot better for me.
My tutor's amazing. He's a really good player. He really, really challenged me. It was great fun.
I think I've developed as an artist since I've been here in terms of my ability to collaborate with other musicians.
Being in a place with jazz musicians and classical musicians and pop musicians, just the opportunity to play with people with different interests to you is the most valuable musical experience you could possibly have.
So they can be in all sorts of different ensembles, they can attend all sorts of different workshops for free, and then by networking with things like music production students, they actually have access to the in-house facilities.
So far I've been working on my band ensemble, and we're sort of arranging traditional material and writing original material to perform as a band for our end of year recital.
The facilities are incredible.
The library's amazing, it's just really well equipped. It's a really nice place.
The studios are amazing. I recommend going down and having a look if you've not been.
The masterclasses that we've got coming up for folk music are really exciting. Everyone is an industry artist who is incredible in their own right.
I went to a masterclass yesterday with Gilmore and Roberts, who are actually alumni. They left in 2007, and they're now, quite big on the folk scene. And it was just incredible, especially knowing that they've studied here and they're where they are now.
So we had Sam Sweeney in the other week. It was really good. He sort of gave quite an inspirational talk about how to play jigs correctly. Leeds is a great city. There's so much going on all the time. You can go out any night of the week and there is a live band playing somewhere, guaranteed.
See, I stay at the Joseph Stone's accommodation, and sort of within my first week I was doing huge jam sessions with jazz students and pop students.
I really do think it is an exciting, but it's also a sustainable place to work, and that's what we're trying to prepare people for.
How to do your tax return, how to organise yourself as a self-employed person. Those are really important things to learn.
If you use your music, you know how to use it in the right setting, people will come back to you and you'll be employable.
And learning those alongside how to play fast is something that I think is very important.
The students who are going to be working within this industry will be commercially savvy. They'll understand how to work as a musician creatively and effectively within the industry and sell lots of records. That's what we want for them.
because everyone's here to do the same thing, to experience music.